Hello, class. Hope everything is going well with everyone. I am doing well. So, I don't know if you guys remember, um, last time I posted, I said that I will be doing a play group, and so that that went well. There was only one parent that showed up with their 15-year-old child, but it was very intimate. And I don't know if you guys remember that I had said that I had called over 50 parents, sent out the flyers in the mail, made calls a couple of times, even made calls right before, well, actually, the play group's supposed, or the parent engagement group was supposed to start at like 5. So the parent that came about 5:15, and ended up calling some of the parents that said they would potentially come. One parent, car broke down. Another one said they just weren't gonna make it. But in the midst of all that, it was still a positive experience. Both the directors, well, the other director, my site supervisor, who's my site supervisor, the parent and her 15-year-old daughter all sat down, and we got to interact with one another, and we did the Skittles games. And I don't know if you guys remember, it was about 7 questions based off the color of the Skittles. So I gave everybody a handful of Skittles, and they named off their experiences based off the question that was asked. So whether it was best memory with family, and I think it brought up a lot of different emotions with some of the people that did participate in the group, and brought back memories. But one common theme at the end, when I asked everyone what they got out of this or what they learned, and it was just that no matter if we all came from different walks of life, we all kind of had some of the same childhood memories. I know I had said I remember going to the store, riding my bike up to the store, getting penny candy, and someone else said, "Oh, I remember doing that." So just kind of a lot of that dialogue and a lot of reminiscing, but also being able to connect. And I also was able to give the parents some resources for the community, and a resource for another parent engagement group that's held at my internship site. So that was that. But in retrospect, it was just like, I said before, if only one parent comes, that's fine. It's a success. I had to take into consideration these parents don't have transportation, although childcare was provided. But it's a matter of, do I spend my last $10 on getting there in my car, or do I just not go? So a lot of that, and just when I was calling them trying to get them to come, it was like, "Oh yeah, it's on 6B," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I seen it," and it was kind of like some of them were like, "Oh, I put the paper to the side," kind of that type of thing. But just realizing their mindset and where they're at, and understanding the population that I am working with, and just really meeting them where they're at, and just understanding that whole culture aspect behind that. So that was that. I also was able to do some more observations in the classroom with some of the 4-year-olds that will be entering into kindergarten. They were in the summer program, so seeing that. And there was one girl I came back for to see. She wasn't there the last time I went, and the teacher was saying, she's pretty good behavioral wise, but she doesn't really process things accurately, if that makes sense. So the teacher said that she has to give her choices, like, what does the sun or the moon do versus what does the moon do. If she asks a straightforward question, this child seems to kind of go off and talk about something completely different. So just seeing that, and seeing another kid kick another kid's toy block thing down, and hers kind of spazzing out and having to be removed, and another kid, we went outside, and he's like, "Well, push me," and I'm like, "Well, you gotta push back and forth, and then I'll, push you." And then he started to cry, and just all these different emotions. So just doing those observations. And I'm excited to be working with more families, um, in the next month. when school starts in September. So I'm excited about that. So I've been doing a lot of research on play therapy and got a lot of resources. Went to a different site and talked to one of the directors and one of the family coaches. So I'm excited about that. Just a little update. Hope everyone is doing well. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.